You had socks on this morning.
What's getting that thing? Because I can't talk. I'm talking.
All right. Hey guys, Halftime Dad here. Tanning has been something I've been wanting to try for a long time now, ever since I got my first coyote about 2 years ago. I tend to get like a form of like perfection paralysis, where if I'm not confident I can do something right or without messing it up, I won't even try it at all. I've had some furs at the bottom of my freezer for a little while now, a couple years. But this last winter, me and the boys got hired to trap a skunk, and we got it. And in that process, I decided we were just gonna go for it. If there's 100 ways to skin a cat, there's about 1,000 ways to tan a cat. If you go online, you're gonna see brain tanning, egg yolk, chemical, tannins from oaks, from the bark of an oak tree. You name it, someone has done it. If you ask 10 people, you're gonna get 12 responses on how to correctly tan a hide. Every video out there that you watch online is gonna show you a different methodology, and they're gonna swear that you gotta buy some specialized tool or some kind of specialized like chemical or something. I'm not about to show you the best way to do this. I'm gonna show you a cheap and easy way that works, and the proof is right here in the product that we ended up with right here. So if you're trying to open up a tannery, or if you're gonna bring hides to market, this video is probably not for you. If you're just a person out there who likes to hunt, or maybe you want to experiment with taxidermy and you've got like one hide in the freezer and you don't want to spend a bunch of money because you don't even know if you'll like it yet, this is for you. The first step, obviously, in all of this is fleshing.
It's the peck. What'd you shoot it with?
It's its pecker, Ted.
The bullet probably made a hole through its pecker.
This is probably the most intimidating part, and to be honest, it is hard. It's probably the most demanding step in this whole process. Now, there's a bunch of tools you can buy to make this easier, but I want to be very clear here. If this is your first time doing it, you're gonna put some holes in the hide regardless of what you're using. Technique and skill are always going to beat out tools. For our fleshing beam, we used a PVC pipe that we cut. And for our fleshing knives, we used a draw knife that's typically used for debarking trees. I think I got that $10 at a yard sale, and then a machete, which was probably 15 bucks at Walmart. Okay, and we did mess it up. We put a few holes in the hides, but again, that has nothing to do with the tools that we were using, and everything to do with us just doing it wrong. If I'd have had a fancy $40 fleshing knife, or a fancy, homemade fleshing beam that I spent hours and hours making, we probably would have ended up with very similar hides. Now the trick here is just to go slow and experiment with pressure and also that knife blade angle. And you want to be very careful not to put too much pressure down. That's what I found caused the holes rather than the knife angle. It's pressing too hard, especially around those thinner areas such as the belly or the armpits. So just go slow and do your best. It'll be okay. If you put a hole in it, it's not the end of the world. You can sew it after it's done, or you can simply cut it around it. Depending on what you're going to do with the hide, it's not going to be that noticeable. Now, one thing you could do here is if you have a pressure washer, you can look up the pressure washer method of fleshing. And if I had a pressure washer, that's 100% the way I would have gone. But you know, even a used pressure washer is going to be a couple $100. And so it would kind of defeat the purpose of making a video titled "The cheapest way to tan a hide" if I did that. So, but that, and I think it's good to develop these skills, and you know, this is the way that people used to do it. This is the way. If you, let me wait for this car to pass.
Sure you want to do that? Mm-hmm. I've had plenty of weird dreams before. Okay.
So take your time. Expect to spend a couple hours, maybe about an hour or two, fleshing. After,
When I got down on one knee again, I got interrupted. Good Lord.
I'm done with this.
after you flesh the body, you'll move up to the face, and here you can forego the bigger knife in exchange for a smaller knife. And you'll want to take your time here as well. At whatever speed you were working on the body, slow it down by about half. But going into this, I really thought that like one bad cut, or if I missed any amount of fat, that like the whole thing would be ruined. And that's just not the case. You're gonna have, if there's a spot that you missed, or you think you got it, you're not sure, you will have time after the pickle, after drying it out, you can go back and remove more. And honestly, the pickling of the hide tends to loosen up a lot of the stuff that's stuck onto the hide. And so you have moments to go back, and if you make a bad cut, you can sew it up, cut around it. If you're gonna make a hat, you can position your template so that hole that you put in the hide won't even be in the finished product. Now for the actual tanning, we used a very not glamorous method. We just bought a bottle of this, okay? It's $12 on Amazon. This is Noblock's Hunter and Trapper's hide tanning formula. We just followed the directions on the back, that's it. But outside of that, we literally just followed these directions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It lays it out pretty intuitively, and realistically, there's not that many steps. You pickle, you neutralize the pickle if you want. Some people don't even do that. And then you tan. That's it. So here is us going through some of the pickling steps, and the bottle does recommend that you dry the hide first with salt. So we did that. We're gonna have to redo this in the morning probably.
Why salt it?
Yeah, because these are really wet.
True. That doesn't stand up on. No. Wait. Darn is fine. Well, if you have one.
What's your step?
Yeah, let's click on the statements. I'll do the.
I'm not gonna go through the recipe for the pickle. It's just salt and vinegar and some stuff. And if you want to do this right, you could get some pH strips just to be sure that your pH, you want it to get below a number. I had some pull strips and I think I tested it, but I mean, those pull strips are not accurate to the level of precision that is needed for tanning. You know, they'll give you the nearest whole number of pH. Let's add, it says 50-50 vinegar and water. So like I said, in between the pickling and stuff, if you see some bits of meat that you missed, go ahead and remove those. If you see excessive fat, go ahead and remove that. And then finally, with the fur dry, you can use that wire wheel. Now, please, for the love of all that is good, do not use a handheld grinder. If you want it thin, go buy a bench grinder, put a wire wheel on it. It's still dangerous, but it's still dangerous, but you're a lot less likely to lose fingers. They tell you whenever you're working around rotating parts, if you got long hair, to tie it up, make sure it's out of the way. Well, you're about to dangle long hair in front of a spinny thing, okay? So use common sense and don't sue me if this goes wrong. I mean, this is a common technique that people do, but it is dangerous, and so you want to stand clear and make sure there's nothing around your workspace that could get tangled up. If the hide were to get tangled up in the drum of the bench grinder, you want to be able to make sure that you can back up, pull the plug, whatever needs to be done. After that comes the fun part and the kind of scary part, because this is where it all comes to a head. You're going to apply this stuff. It says to warm it up first, paint it on, let it soak, let it dry. And then you start stretching. Stretch, 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 stretch. This part's fun. You can do it around a campfire, you can do it while you're watching TV. You can watch my YouTube videos while you're stretching and breaking in them hides. Now, I'm gonna get close to the camera. Now, I'll show you what they look like. Here's the skunk that we made into a hat. You can see how soft that is. Here is the raccoon. Now we put a liner in this one, so you can't see the inside, but the same thing. Very soft, very pliable. And then over there, we've got the coyote pelt hanging up, and that one turned out so cool. If you want to see what I did with that pelt, you can click on the link right here. I've never done that before. And you can see me turn it into a gun scabbard. Now I know you only came here to watch how to tan hides for cheap, but there's a mandatory sewing ASMR, and I've also included me and the boys taking these first hiking. So it'll bring the intro full circle, and I hope you'll stick around and watch.
bald.
You guys aren't following the script. Put the hat on your head.
I'm still cutting loose threads.
Magnus, don't cut hair. Hey, don't cut hair. If you do... Dang. Okay. Little update. We went to Medieval Times, had a blast. That was boy's birthday present.
Yes.
We ended up getting a hotel for the night. Anyways, the GoPros I bought, they're the cheap knockoffs. It's broke. We're broke. No, this is also broke. I bought SIM cards for them, but they are not high enough speed. They can't transfer data fast enough, so we can only record time lapses with these. Less than ideal. Can't record videos. You can take pictures, but it's not for. Doesn't make good videos. So we might stop at Walmart and buy a SIM card. I've got a full tank of gas, enough to get me home, but I've only got like $20 left in the budget for this trip. So I can either buy a SIM card, or I can buy shells for the shotgun to shoot some ducks. It's a tough decision. I think I'm gonna buy shells, and then this first video will just be entirely recorded on the phone, except for maybe some of the time-lapse stuff in the beginning. It's a tough call. Alright. We got both. What do you guys think? Go for it? Go for it? Should we go for it or no? It's all or nothing. We doing it?
Yeah, sure.
We got this. But if it snows tonight, we might not get it.
Fine.
Not fun for you.
No. Ted, you literally make me have bloody noses. No, I find.
Good. Nice. Good. Nice. Okay. Boys are in the tent. Watching Harry Potter. You guys still up? Cool. Plan is to wake up. Sunrise is at 7:42. I say we wake up around 7. Eat a granola bar breakfast. And then go hunting for till 10-ish.
And then we're sleeping in our bed.
Tomorrow we'll be sleeping in our beds. We won't be nearly as cold. But to be fair, now that we're in the tent,
That's a blast.
it might not be warm, but we're not cold. All right. Go try to catch a crow. Shoot a coyote.
I guess.
Did you sleep good?
Kind of.
Kinda. Where's Magnus?
He burned himself.
I'm cold. You cold?
I'm not, but I don't want to be.
Yeah. You don't want to get out.
I'm gonna stay here.
My box of batteries. So I've got 16 GoPro batteries and a backup battery for my cell phone and 10 pounds
We
of
have
gear
two.
I bring with me.
In
How many
Alaska.
times did the batteries die on us?
200.
Yeah.
Well, he's in Alaska.
Look like before you put them in